When I was a little girl, I grew up in different homes. I have three moms. I have my real mother, I had my aunt, and I had my stepmother. And I was very fortunate to have three mothers. But my stepmom told me all my life, only believe half of what you hear and nothing what you see. And I used to think she always looks at everything with the glass half full. But she really didn't. She was trying to teach me, but I wasn't catching it. I used to trust everyone. I trusted everyone, even when they did me wrong. I still would trust them again, and I would still give them my full trust. I especially trusted people who were family because, well, they're family. They're supposed to be your family. They're supposed to have your back. But I learned the hard way, not everybody has your back. I trusted people that I had been friends with for years, that I thought I was friends with, and they turned on me in the worst ways. The hardest lesson I ever learned was trusting someone who I thought of as my best friend since I was like 13, 14 years old, and that person actually tried to traffic me. And she was not a friend. And then I had other experiences where I was still trusting people I should not have trusted because I wanted somebody to be worth that trust so bad that I felt like that everybody had good in them and that the good would outweigh the bad. I really did think that, but I have learned that's not true. God had to show me lessons that were the hardest lessons for me to learn. Sorry. They were the hardest lessons for me to learn because I trust before I let people earn that trust. I have now learned to let people earn that trust. And even when I give them the chances and they throw it in my face, I still want to trust them. So this is a lesson that I have been learning, and I'm 60 years old. I just turned 60. And I have been learning this lesson my whole life. And I have finally learned that lesson. So I'm here to tell you my story so that maybe it will help someone else. Not everyone you see is trustworthy. Make them earn your trust. Do not just give it to them. Do not just hand them your trust. Because people will let you down every time. But you know who won't? God. God will never let you down. I was very naive in thinking that the goodness in people would come up above the darkness. Because that don't happen usually. I mean, there are times where God will pull them out of the darkness and change their entire life. But there's a lot of people who love that darkness and they prefer to stay there. And they cannot be trusted. If you cannot trust somebody to save your life, to put their life before you, then they're not really your friend. And I had to learn that the hard way, extremely hard way. Those lessons have been blessings because I have learned now to put my trust in God and not so much people. And someday, the right people, the trustworthy people, will come into my life. And when that happens, I'll be blessed. So all these lessons that I had to learn about trust were not in vain. And the people who thought that they did me dirty and they got one over on me were wrong. Because God taught me not to trust people like I did. And the fact that I gave that trust to people who took that trust and turned it, spent it, and turned it upside down, they are going to learn their lessons. It's not for me to teach them. But my lesson now is to put my trust in God first and foremost and make people earn that trust. I hope this helps you. I hope you're blessed. And I hope you go forward trusting God and not so much people. God bless you and have a wonderful day.